Who can it be? Showing up with Tony T, yes, Ramon SEO. To the double T, be funnelin' these bookies like 1, 2, 3. They tapping out and we cashing out. It's plain to see. The morning team is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game, it's sort of a freight train. It's been reported bank rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and listen to the picks. And it goes a little something like this.
And a pleasant good morning from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott. Welcome to the morning steam for a sports betting Thursday, NFL Draft Thursday. We won't bore you too much with NFL draft picks, but certainly something to keep an eye on tonight with our NBA and NHL playoff action and Major League Baseball cards tonight. What a night last night. Maybe the games weren't great, but the results were a bit stunning last night, certainly for the Celtics. Where did we go wrong? Where I don't know where we went wrong. I mean, I gave out the Heat last night, certainly, and we had some premium pick winners on baseball as well. But man, what's going on, Boston, right? It just continues to haunt this team, to plague this team right now. Just when you think you can trust them to do something, they can't even win. Miami bombs away from 3, gets the win over the Heat, and the Thunder strikes against the Pelicans, puts them in their place, and the Thunder look every bit the part of a challenger in the West. Denver, certainly great, but wow, they're fun to watch. Oh, great job. NHL, well, we came in on Boston here on the show, and they got it done against Toronto. And Toronto, what are we doing? Talked about some of the personnel issues and the goaltending. It was just, why doesn't Toronto have better goaltending when they have some players? And last night also, I gave you Vegas on the road. How about the road teams in the NHL last night getting it done? I was guilty a little bit, gave out Edmonton on the show. I want to ring up the Kings for dead half the time, but I was on with Tony last night and it caught me cheering there, even though I went with Edmonton. Really, when that overtime goal hit, wow, Kings back in this one. This one might be a long series. Hello, everybody in the chat. Let's say hi as we get the show going here for today. We could talk NFL draft, but man, I mean, how many mock drafts can we look at, and who can you believe? Just go with your gut if you're betting on it. I don't want to mess with it too much. Curtis was here to open the doors. Justin McKelvey, chat room legend here. Stop geoengineering as well. Gracing us in our chat here. He's all over in the chat room, spreading the knowledge. And Thomas Lewis here today. I think we'll have some good picks here. Man, I really like what's going on. Remember, it's a day card in baseball today, so be ready. We're going to get those picks rolled. We're going to start with the big, with the playoff sports, but I like this day card, and I've got a package over at Tony'sPicks.com. I've got a promote here. Fernando's here. Salty, right? And now it's playoff time, and you just trust the Heat. That's all I said yesterday. Really, you just trust this guy. They only had to cover 14 points on the spread. But uh, Blake, hello, and Chad, hello, and Fernando, we talked about some of the results in baseball. Jerry Norris, good to see you. Just missed you at the buzzer yesterday. Kay's here and Jeff is here. Maybe we could talk about these uh, Brewers yesterday. I had them as a premium play yesterday. I also had the Reds as a premium play yesterday. We had a couple of winners, certainly, and maybe I left some out there. So we're going to come at it pretty hard with baseball today on this card. I've already got some plays lined up, I think, and a couple here that made the show that I feel pretty strongly about. So we also had Houston and Cubs under yesterday for another premium winner. 3-2. We didn't do anything in the hockey. We had winners certainly here. Between the videos and on the show a little bit. Dropped two of the totals yesterday, but did have under in that Vegas win over Dallas. So, great, Jeff. Great job there. I don't know if I had the right one. What do you guys? Oh, there's one game. Uh, where one game I think of significance that we like to focus in on, anyways. How about City at Brighton today, Jeff? If you guys want to get something together for a play, look, I mean Brighton. They don't score in the second half, and they, play okay defense. I mean, going up against City, certainly City should win. Maybe City can, you know, I always think more goals in the second half. I looked at the odds for the first half are +2 for more goals in the first half than the second half, +210. Maybe City just gets out to a lead and holds on, because usually Brighton games or whatever the score is at halftime sometimes is the end of the game score. Now that's when they're playing, maybe lesser teams a little bit, but given City's situation, could it just be 2-0, then 1-0? But that's on a three-way, so be careful. Remember, if it's a draw or same score, you're going to lose that one. But +210 in the first half, high scoring half is what I was looking at, or maybe waiting, maybe go under in the second half. But Jeff says just go over in the game, that they can roll here. Fernando says they'll just roll. So, all right. Well, I was just trying to get creative here on the show. I mean, we all love Manchester City, no matter what's, going on. But no problem there. I might get a little cute with it, but no, I don't know if I'll have a premium in the game today. I just know that when Brighton, whatever score is at halftime is usually the final score, really. So, and plus right now you got City. I mean, I think we all know what's going on here at this point. I mean, City's pretty much in there. Okay. I'm gonna go over to Tony'sPicks.com and just see who I'm on the. I went 3-2, just 5 plays yesterday, but I think we'll have 5, 6, or I think 6 right now, and I think one more may be here late. So I'm gonna go over to Tony'sPicks.com and take a look at the handicapper leaderboards over there real quick and kind of promote what's going on. Want to mention here really quick, I think, Toronto and Kansas City, that was the steam that just came in right now on the under 8.5. I talked about this one last night on the show with Tony, talking about the under with Barrios and how good he's been, man, among the best pitchers certainly right now in the league. And Cole Reagan's here, and this one's moving lower right now, probably in the 8 range. And I was going to give out on the show first 5 under, because I have the premium on the side, and haven't given out first 5 under yet since we've resurrected the show. But that's what I was going to give out. And the way this total's moving, I just want to mention it right now. But the total here just getting steamed here, it sounds like, with Toronto and Kansas City. Remember, all these we're on day games today. That's at 2:10 Eastern, 11:10 Pacific here. All right, and we head on over there to our website, Tony'sPicks.com. And we were on, I'm on with Tony last night, and we're recording a segment previewing some baseball games, but we're watching the Kings and we're Kings fans, and doesn't make for great content when you come on and the next day, there. But it was exciting, and I think it'll be kind of fun to watch. But uh, all right, here we go. We're gonna bring it up and see. The handicapper leaderboard is deep. Hello to Darren today and everyone. So far, we got 3 dozen of you joining me today, and we're at Tony'sPicks.com, where Probby comes in heavy, hot and heavy every day. You're always going to get your money's worth with Probby, and he's on the leaderboards today with 21 plays from yesterday that were flying in there early and late. So, look, if you get Probby's long-term package, you do get great value there. Bo Dunn, Bo, great job. If you're out there, sir, good morning, hello, and Bo has videos for all these early games up. I want to mention right now on YouTube, so you can check those out. Bo went 6-2 yesterday. Ben Ruhala 6-3. He's been absolutely terrific so far this baseball season. Ben waits for baseball season, and here he is. Ron Hahn, good day. Latifa coming in at 67% yesterday. EPA comes in with 4. Uh, Plays. Ron Crawford 7-4. Look at all the handicapper leaderboards. I'm down near the bottom. There were so many up there yesterday. Great job by the team. The last 7 days, it is Bo Dunn on top of the handicapper leaderboards, up nearly 5 units. Ben Ruhala up 4.25 units over the last 30 days. You see the handicapper leaderboards here as well. Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Click on the All Cappers tab. There you can find the handicapper of your choice. Click on their handicapper profile page, and that's where you get signed up. You got to scroll down a little bit, I guess, to find me. And oh no, maybe I've been moving up. I'm on a winning streak actually since playoffs began. So kind of see me, I think, sneaking up here on some of these leaderboards here really quick. Feels like we're in a groove here, but I got a 5-pack today. One extra play for long-term packages, but they're going to make it into a 7-pack, I think, if we get one more play. I think we're going to have one more play. So 7 plays on a, well, not a huge heavy Thursday, but I'm firing today. Over at Tony'sPicks.com. All right, thanks for listening to that. We get the plays rolling here for today and get your picks, your info from the chat all stars. We're going to start with the playoff sports today. Got some steam rolled in. Also want to mark it down here on the Colorado Rockies against the Padres today at $1.35. I was going to come in with a play on the total here on the show, but definitely want to take note of that, and I'll mention it when we get to that point, but because I kind of missed it. But it was about 13 minutes ago or so. All right, let's get into the NBA and start to get your pens, rotation orders, and apps ready to go to take a look at these odds and see where they've moved before I went to sleep. Hello, Katie. Thanks for joining us here. Like and subscribe, everybody. Here we go with the Cavaliers getting ready to take on the Magic tonight as we continue to move along here in the Eastern Conference. And, well, Magic gaining favoritism tonight in this one against the Cavs in this series currently. Man, just seems like the Magic just, maybe the youth of the Magic isn't enough necessarily, but I think that maybe they could be pretty competitive here. They are favored to win. That should say something as well right now coming into this one. And maybe they've looked a little bit inexperienced on the road against a team like the Cavs that have played in some pretty important playoff games here of late. You guys might be ready to go with some plays. because I'll probably be just recommending the total in this one. I've got the premium play on the side here with the Cavaliers and the Magic, but okay, I think the total's certainly worth talking about, though, right? Because look where we're at. I mean, we're stuck at a 199.5, and um, look, even I'm thinking, I'm going to say it's a little bit higher, though, actually, at this point. It's up to 200.5. And if that says anything right now, you're really starting to see some strong, strong buyback. Look, this one was going, moving under, I think, most of the last day or two, day or so since the line was issued out here. But now I think we can start to go the other way a little bit. Even Mr. Under here, I'm going to go with the over tonight with the Cavaliers and the Magic. They didn't come close last game. They didn't come close in game one, but I think now at Orlando, if Orlando is going to, uh, be able to pull off this victory, or at least give themselves a chance to win this game, they better try to get a little bit more points going here and sacrifice a little bit on the defensive end. They played a couple of games this season with some high scores. So, okay, here we go. Darren's got Jared Allen prop to go over, and trying to figure out the theories here, Chad. They're always right. I mean, is it a thing of the past, or Cavs just own them? Maybe, right? Well, the Magic did get a win against the Cavs, of course, back on February 22nd, 116-109. Magic also won at home, 104-94, back in December. But I'm reversing my field. I mean, I know I'm on here, and uh, you know I'm good for a handful of unders every day. I'm ready to go the other way, you guys. I'm ready to go to the over here in this one. Magic better do a little something here offensively. Fernando likes him to come out with a hot start. Nate Cerna's in the chat today. Nice to see you, Nate. Terrell talking about that Heat game yesterday. Thank you. Chad will be watching. Chad, I mean, the live betting has been pretty hot, certainly in some of these games, right? It's just a matter. Doesn't it feel like you just can bank on the momentum swings and roll them the other way at any time on some of these? I know a couple games have already gotten away there a little bit. Terrell says they just don't have that guy that they can get that one basket when they need it each and every time. Nate, thank you for your baseball today as well. All right. All right. I'm going over as my play here on the show. Premium for me is going to be on the side. And I don't know if I'm going to be with the masses today, but it does feel like it's hard to drum up some support for one of these two teams. I don't want to give it, you know, I'm just talking about the way I think the cappers might be seeing it to a certain extent. So from you guys, I don't think it doesn't seem like you guys are too solid. Maybe because this game has been the least exciting. I mean, this is a farm it out to NBA TV game, anyways. So, but nonetheless, all right, moving on. Let's get to a game everybody loves and wants to talk about with the Sixers and the Knicks, and we're back in Philly. And well, Joel Embiid feels pretty confident about his team's chances to get back in this series. Heck, he said they're going to win the series, and probably want to take his word for it, right? Seems like Joel Embiid's a guy you could kind of, well, if he's going to say it and they're down 0-2, maybe he'll speak it into existence. Well, tonight I think they just might. Look how hard the Knicks had to work just to get those games, the way in the fashion that they did, it felt like. And now they're going to come back here. Yeah, they're laying a little bit of a number. Maybe the Knicks can extend themselves and keep it going here. And play a hot competitive game. But look, the 76ers could also build some momentum, and I think they can also get a little bit hot where they haven't been because they were on the road. We might see home team dominance here in this series, it feels like. Yeah, let's see if you guys have started here. Nate says not going to lose this one at home, but can they get the money? Should we just roll it on the money line here a little bit? I'll lay the points. Chad says go with the old trifecta here with the Sixers to get it rolling early, keep it rolling at halftime, and keep it rolling right through the end of the game. And the Sixers get it done here. I've got a premium on the total in this game. Maybe I should have went with Sixers as a premium here, the way Chad's calling it. Look at Darren doing it as well. I mean, I should have been rolling. Look at, I mean, I can't stop you guys now. Just get the, it's kind of like you play to your audience. Uh, get the Cavaliers game off the screen. Nobody's commenting on that, and everyone else is rolling with this Sixer team here. And I feel like it's going to be pretty popular play at the window for everybody. I mean, I'm on the here we are again. I don't know what to say to my friend Chad. I mean, I'm on with everybody else. Is that sharp?
Final.
I'll lay the points. I'll go ahead and lay it. But I mean, it's 5 now. I mean, I should probably fix the graphic, right? 4, 4. Yeah, just put 4 up there. But it's 5 at most places right now. It's 5 minus 20 at Bovada. So, man, this thing continues to move. The total is up to 202 at some spots as well. It feels like the way the line's moving, the Knicks are going to be a little soft on D tonight, even if the total is just 202. But Thomas is saying tonight's the night. We get more points on the scoreboard tonight in these games. Well, I already liked the total in that first game. So, and Terrell says New York, double digits. I guess I could say. Fernando leading the Knicks. All right. That's the TNT game, the TNT early game, not the NBA TV game. Yeah. Yep. Oh, and Philly does. Yep. Look at that. Yep. All right, you guys. Appreciate that. And let's go to the late game now with the Denver and the Lakers. And the Lakers talk about extending yourself, right? And how much you're using all that energy. And I talked about how maybe everybody said, well, the Lakers should try to, get an easier opponent in the first round, extend that play-in series. But maybe their philosophy was let's take on the Nuggets when we're at our strongest. And because we can compete with them, but now you're down and you've used a lot of energy. It feels like the video games, right, where you have like the strength meter a little bit, and the Lakers' strength meter is whittling down, and the Nuggets just keep running the ball down the middle of the lane with the with the way they pass the ball so brilliantly with their uh, picks and Murray and Joker and floating the ball up there. And yeah, I like the talk this week again with popping up about Joker, the worst MVP. Okay, so the guy can't dunk. Who cares? I mean, the object of the game is to throw the ball through the hoop as many times as possible. This guy does it like clockwork. And got to figure the Nuggets, even though some people, you might think that, hey, if it was that close in Denver, why couldn't the Lakers come back and fight for it this time? Nathan says, nah, this is it. Goodbye, Lakers. Yeah, look at that. It just feels the matchups, actually, it feels terrible every time you get out there. But, and you got the old man just playing out of his mind, and Davis, you're not going to these guys are terrific, no doubt about it. Lakers starting to get a couple of reserves back in their lineup a little bit, apparently. So you guys are loving the Jeff here with the total. I've got an update here. What do I have it at? How far am I behind on this one? All right. Well, good. If they want to move it up higher, I'll move it. I'll tell you what, I'll move it to 216 and a half. I know there are even some 217s out there, but I'm going under. And I think that was where we were kind of headed in, you know, with this series. It really, all of them certainly uh, come to that little bit of a grind. We know we've seen all these first half unders. We've had Mikey in here talking about that huge trend of all these first half, but you still had the Lakers and the Nuggets. So you're like, well, these two teams certainly can, and there's certainly pressure to the over. I'm not going to doubt that I might be. I might be a little bit contrarian here, recommending an under here in this one, but it does look like while the under money was coming in early, now it's starting. Like it's like you guys pointed out, it's going back up again. The sharp moves were coming in all under early, and then they started pressuring to the over. uh, I I got a little panicky there, really, at 215, and I was ready to pull the trigger. But I'll just wait it out here, I guess, and go under here. For the Lakers being an over team like they are, uh, you know, uh, over most of the season, they they're just 50-50 at home. Most of their overs come on the road with weaker defense, I guess is the way to put it. Oh man, you guys got comments. Let me get to those. Who You don't need me talking about this. Nuggets sweep. PZ. Um, Bankrolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and listen to the picks. All right. Yeah, chat. You know what? I mean, I actually haven't premiumed this one yet, but this is the one I'm considering adding. I don't know. I mean, a Lakers fan, so maybe anything I say can be taken with a grain of salt. I'm just talking up the total here a little bit that I'm going to go under uh, in the, um, what did I say? Yeah, I'm going to go under in the game here, even though this pressure is starting to go back over here over the last, um, oh, at least the last couple of hours, as you guys pointed out. Okay. Yeah, will they? It almost feels like the Lakers are one of those they get out and play a little bit better on the road. You guys got great comments here. No doubt. I mean, you're losing. They can't even beat this team. Don't forget, Chad. Don't give the all right, Gerardo, hello. Jose's got to play. Terrell, but Joker, he's crushing the commercials though. He's doing a really good job on those commercials. I mean, come on, the pony in the hotel? That's not a horse, it's a pony. All right. And and of course, uh Mikey's not in the chat, but uh, you know, if Joker wasn't 290 pounds, he'd be in the straps. Maybe you'd catch Joker out there at the Meadowlands one night, driving a buggy. All right. Chad with me here on the under. And I think just what happens, I think we're seeing all we slam these other unders, right? Especially like these Eastern Conference defensive games where now it's getting a little bit ridiculous. I mean, if anything, I've heated up here in the playoffs because I was ready to go under. I mean, it was the playoffs. I'm ready to go under, just like every year a little bit, right? So, yeah, got lost a couple of overs, games that went over, but now all these games are all slammed down here near 200. That I'm ready to come back on the over because they all kind of get close there. Certainly, no doubt And then, um, still for this Lakers game, remember we were dealing with one much higher total earlier, but also we're still dealing with 216 here or whatever it is. So, okay. All right, that's the basketball for tonight. I think I got some plays in here. Feel really good about it. Got two premiums right now in that package, and probably going to end another one here. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's go into hockey. Shall we? There are two games tonight in the National Hockey League playoffs. Just two tonight, with Florida coming in to take on uh, Tampa Bay here. I already talked, I got Florida in a futures bet, so I guess I'm on Florida every time for the most part, but this is going to be the tough game, I would think, at this point. Um, this it feels like this is going to be the tough one for Florida. They might crush them in this series, and they might lose one, and this one might be it. I don't know. I would think that this one is the one where we get some goals scored here tonight. I watched Steve. I respect what Steve was saying earlier on his video. Just feels like to me as this one kind of shifts back here a little bit, and Tampa of in that desperation mode here that maybe it goes in. I think it is at 6 over, right? I'm not going to get any breaks on that. So that's probably why it's kind of a free play, too. So I usually not disagree with my man, but I'm going to take the over in this game as my pick. I'll see if you guys got Nathan's on the Lightning here. Joseph talking about, well, look at this one. I mean, you love these, right? 24-6 run for the Lightning in the first period. Yeah, it's the playoffs here, so, but I'm not, these guys have played a bunch of games, these two teams, of course. So, all right. And I'll just try the over as my play. And, I mean, based on the fact that I believe that that's what Tampa will need to do if they want to give themselves the best chance. I mean, they're stuck here with clutch Florida, banging it out late in the 1-1 or something. I feel like that still will favor Florida for the most part, right? The other two games are 3-2. The Lightning, when they won back last month, on the road at Florida, it was 5-3 Lightning. So we know it's been Florida pretty much has their number, but in a division rivalry, as such as this, I mean, I'm pretty much against a sweep. Do I think the Panthers? Yeah, I like my Panthers play. I don't necessarily like the odds. I don't think I got great odds at the time. I thought maybe I was being a little bit creative. The Panthers didn't do as much as I thought that they would, I think, there. So I'm just sitting on a Panther, a Panthers. Uh, so, I'll be riding with them a little bit, and maybe they'll kind of keep me on some of these totals here on the show. We'll keep you posted. See if we can get a score there. Okay. And the other game is the Hurricanes and the Islanders in this one. And well, oh man, look what's going to happen tonight. Can the Islanders score a victory? They're playing fine, man. I don't want to, be too down on these guys, certainly, but still, they've lost both of them by 2. It doesn't feel like it's been close, but hey, whenever you get to within a goal, you always feel like that is, a lot. That's great. And um, I feel bad for them. I hope they can get something going here. They're gonna need this. They're gonna need goals, and I like what Anderson. I don't know. It feels like it's gonna be tough for the Islanders to score enough goals to maybe even win the game. Maybe I can just put it like that. I hope. I don't know. I don't have a pick on the side. I don't have a premium yet, but I'm going to go with the under in this game at 5.5 and just figure that, hey, that's probably what the Islanders maybe need here is to have it be 1-1. And, I mean, they're going to need that first goal, obviously. Okay, look at Joseph likes goals tonight here, it sounds like. All right. So I'm going to look forward to be a low scoring game after the 8 goal explosion last game. 5-3. Darren, though, with me here on the under. So, okay. And that's it for hockey. And we'll go to baseball now with a great card, and it's all daytime action. So let's just get rolling with it here. Oh. There we go. There we go. All right. Rolling. Oh, one more from Joseph. Thank you. All right. Let's start with the Brewers here at the Pirates. I think the Brewers are probably going to be pretty popular play today. Look. I think we could all pounce on them here if we want. I'm not going to necessarily. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to do it in this spot. Uh, Making them a road favorite here. I mean, they've been great, no doubt about it. Starting to really establish some control here. It feels like in this, in this division already, in this series, putting to shame a little bit. A lot of people like in the Brewers. It feels like today in this one $1, but look at the price. I mean, really, there's $1.30 at Bet Online. $1.25s are out there as well with Peralta here. 1.90 earned run average so far here for Peralta. He is 2-0. The Brewers have won 5 of their last 7 games. Keller, 4.8 ERA. Pittsburgh has won 3 of his 5 starts, but the Pirates have lost 10 of their last 14 games. Pirates have gone under in 8 of 11 home games, and the Brewers have gone under in 6 of their last 7 games. Probably not, it's Thursday. I'm not one. I don't, I'll play some trend games with you if you want, but mostly my trend games say when the game is in the daytime and it's time to get out of town that we get more unders. So let's see, Brent on the Bucks. Justin's got a prop. Fernando's ready to roll with the Brewers. Jerry's on the Pirates. You guys got some Bucks support here, and I'm here to tell you that the Brewers are going to be very, very popular today. I don't know if I can get on these Brewers. I'll probably bet them because everyone else is. But for me here, I want to be on the under with the Brewers and the Pirates today here on the show. Looks like Jeff kind of thinking the pitchers get rolling here as well. Freddie has a 3.18 ERA in 20 games against Pittsburgh, lifetime 11 starts, just a 2-1 record. Keller struggled against the Brewers, 6 starts, 6.23 ERA. This is, bad Keller, not good Keller necessarily, but I'm going to take the under here anyways. And Lauren goes under first 5. And Mr. North South Traffic, hello, good to see you. Always gracing some of the best sports betting chat rooms across YouTube, Mr. North South Traffic. All right, our first play's in. I'm taking the under there. A little bit of steam came in on the under with that one, so I'll get involved. Okay, next up, Phillies here and the Reds in this one. Widely reported steam comes in on the Reds here as a dog in this one with Wheeler pitching for the Phillies. Steam also kind of rolled in on the under a little bit here. Reds have won both of Martinez's starts so far. He's doesn't really run too deep. I mean, there'll be running. They'll be trucking out some pitchers out there. Will the Reds today does have just a 0.87 ERA in his career against Philly, just 5 relief appearances, but 10 and a third innings. So Martinez gets in there and throws a few innings here, going up against Wheeler. Wheeler with a 2.3 ERA thus far. The Phils have won 4 of his 5 starts. The Phillies have won 10 of their last 14 overall. Reds have won 5 of their last 6. They're keeping it tight as well right now, doing a great job. So, Phillies and the Reds here today. I would think under is probably the way to go for me, you guys. Again, in this one, right now at 8 under 25, we're starting to see 7.5. So, I don't think that Joe Square is coming in and making this total go lower right now for whatever reason. I want to go lower, with this market move a little bit. Look, I know we're playing in Cincinnati and runs happen there, but still got Wheeler. I'm going to go under. Another under. Might as well just tell you right now, I might have all unders here by the time we're done with this. I'm kidding, but I'm not. Fernando on the Phillies today. Red Sox and the Guardians here in this one with Anderson going for Boston, McKenzie in here for Cleveland. Cleveland $1.50 and higher here today. I got a premium in this one with the total in this game. I think Cleveland will probably be pretty popular with handicappers today, is what it feels like. Even at this price, I feel like they might still be willing to get on Cleveland here in this one. Uh, Look, I may have messed up with McKenzie's parentheses here and didn't close out his name, but that doesn't mean he's not going to go out there and might have a pretty good outing, quite frankly. For Boston, they'll be using a few pitchers here. I mean, Chase Anderson gets out there. He's another guy who just throws an inning or two, really, to get the game going. So the Red Sox are kind of treating this as a bullpen game. It was supposed to be Bello in this spot. So we'll see. I mean, you could say the Guardians do have a pretty strong matchup here in this one against Anderson. But again, he's only going to be in there for an inning or two. I really think it's going to be about McKenzie. I think McKenzie in a day game here may be able to work quickly. And Red Sox, I mean, these games don't last very long. We've seen day games already. They're just fast working. When you got decent pitching, we'll see with Boston. The Guardians may beat them up. I don't know, but I think McKenzie probably will be dealing in this one. Maybe late that maybe Boston could strike. Seems like a pretty high price here, but man, I don't want any part. I don't want Boston here. I know that we got some pretty sharp handicappers also on Boston, but I'm just gonna lay this price, a little bit of a price here. I'm laying a favorite with Cleveland. Thomas is taking me back here a little bit. All right, Darren on Cleveland as well. I'm just on him at $1.60 here. I'm not gonna. Is it moving higher? What did I say it was? Yeah, $1.60 is being a little bit steep. Actually, you can find a little bit cheaper. I'm gonna lay a little bit of a favorite for this one. All right. Okay, here we're talking with the White Sox and the Twins. I'm having some regret, I think, here, and I've got breaking news. Well, I don't know if it's breaking news now, but I mean, we do have Woods Richardson is going to be in here in this one, and just because those guys didn't win the gold medal at the Olympics doesn't mean I don't think that Simeon Woods Richardson isn't going to be a fine prospect, but he's getting put into the rotation here today to start this game anyway. I don't know what the plan will be for the Twins, you know, for the early on in the game. I would imagine that Woods Richardson could get in there and, deal a few innings and get them to where they may need to be. It was going to be uh, Bailey Ober here, but it ends up being Woods Richardson. Now, here's the thing about this game. Uh, Judging from the market moves, this is it. This is it. This is the White Sox time to shine. Today is the day. That's what I want to say. I'm doing it. Every day I hem and haw. I try to make up stuff new because everyone says the same thing. White Sox, I get it. We all talk the same thing every day. Today is the day. So let me take the White Sox on the show. I'll just take them on the run line, but I think they're live. I think today is the day against Woods Richardson. I'm not mad because we lost the gold medal. Wasn't but actually that you see this sharp move. Let me see what it is now. I have 255 listed on the screen. It's actually only 200 now. That's because of, it's not like a sharp move like because like the White Sox are going to bust out. Well, they might. They might. Woods Richardson, as good of a prospect he is, he hasn't thrown a lot of major league innings. So this is the time. This is the spot. And it's the White Sox. So we're not, putting even probably a regular play. We're just doing it on a video here. And last night I went with the under on Tony's show, talking about Bailey Ober and how I thought maybe that Bailey Ober would have a pretty strong performance. Not now. I think this will end up being maybe a game that will end up sneaking over the total. The total already has gone to 8 over 15, so gotta update that. I mean, that's almost a full run higher. So that's just a reflection of maybe even the White Sox are expected to maybe get 3 runs today. I don't know. And maybe the Twins get 6, but maybe the White Sox can get 4. That would wrap up a lot of things today. Judging from the markets, I don't know what else I can tell. Can run through all your models. They'll probably all come up with the Twins. Like, you can go to Ballpark Pal and it's 6-3 or whatever it is. But according to the markets, when they went to Woods Richardson, that was enough to start to at least shift it. They're still a $2 favorite, but the White Sox entertain a much better chance today. And I will actually just take them. Quite frankly, on the run line, on the money line. I'll take them plus 2.5. I'll do some other things with them. Let's try to have some fun with the White Sox today. Anybody with me? Probably not, but Twins run line for Darren. 2 Cubs is here today. Nice. Thomas says maybe the White Sox here. Maybe it's time for the White Sox. All right. I'm doing it. I'm not kidding you guys. I'm taking the White Sox today. And I gave out the total on the show last night. Well, hey, I was on the Heat. Okay, I've got the Heat ticket. I've got the Heat 30-1 ticket also to win the series over Boston. But again, you have just sharp market moves and the type of market moves that came in when they made the pitching change and the money kind of rolled in a little bit on the White Sox are the moves that I see that kind of win. So I don't have any secret fun. And one thing we don't have either is the lineup information yet. And, there could be some indications out there that maybe the Twins also will have a less than average, and we already know how weak their offense has been. So maybe their pitching situation will be just a little bit weaker than their lineup will be just a little bit weaker than usual. We haven't seen any lineups yet, but again, on day games, you get that factor as well. And if the White Sox were to win a game, it would be something like this. I would think they're not going to go 3-159. So maybe at home would be better. But I'm here to for everyone. Maybe the Twins win it, and cover the run line. It looks really bad, but the situation just shows. All right. Yeah, Geo. Thank you, Geo. No, I don't. And unlike uh, you know, people who talk about right. I mean, I want every tool in my arsenal. So I think here's the one thing I'll say about this, and I don't want it's not an argument, but if you say you're not willing to lay 200 with a favorite, aren't you also saying that you're not willing to take 170 with a dog? Because prices are set right that we're trying to determine we should go with an underdog, even if I don't know, those are always tough, right? We're like, oh gosh, I mean, they're plus 250. We know they should probably be only plus 175. And that's what the great thing also about taking, handicap, taking run line. People sometimes don't taking the run line at as long as the price, if you have a little run line calculator or anything, or if you just know it in your brain. I'm not saying that I do, but um, it's almost the same thing, right? So it's kind of like when I say, hey, let's take a team at minus 160. Well, Ramon, come on, 160. Well, you know what? I'm also recommending you take them on the run line, just maybe for a little bit less. And you know what? I'm also telling you, maybe you should take them on the run line, a reverse run line, maybe just for a tiny bit. And you should just focus on that team and all the derivatives on that team. So thanks for asking, Gio. That's just a philosophy of mine. When you're, on a team, right? There are a lot of different ways to bet on a team or a total. All right. So enough about that. So gotta talk about something when the White Sox are playing. Okay, we talked about this game during the early part of the show that there was some steam rolling in on the under. I already gave out the under last night on Tony's show, talking about Barrios. Right now, uh, certainly very, very good, very, very, very good. Everybody's pretty, positive on Cole Reagans, right? I think we think, hey, got a lefty here. The Royals doing pretty well. He's been okay. Just want to mention right now some steam rolling in. Red Sox and the Guardians. Already mentioned a little bit about that game, and maybe McKenzie can deal. That total's moving. I'm seeing sevens right now in that game. This is breaking news. Red Sox and Guardians. This is why you tune in. We got 50 of you in here. I'm not, giving out. Hey, we got Tony. I mean, he's going to give you so much great information. I'm just hanging out here looking at the lines, giving my picks. I mean, they're definitely well researched, well thought out. I've got the screen. You can see the screen on my team, right? Look, the screen right here. I'm looking at it. And anyways, Red Sox Guardians. That game's moved to 7 everywhere because it's been slammed here as another under. These daytime unders, you guys, on getaway day. It's always been something, but maybe it's even a little bit more now in today's, hyper, quick, get it over with games. All right. Anyways, let's look at this one. This one's already been hit on the under. My play is going to be on the first 5 under because I think Barrios is really, just really on fire. He's at 0.85 ERA thus far. And he's pretty decent here. He's got, 4.32 ERA. Looks promising though. The Royals have lost 4 of his 5 starts. So Toronto's won 7 of their last 11. Royals have dropped 3 of 4. Royals have gone under in 13 of 17 of their last 17. Blue Jays under in 10 of their last 15. Barrios under in 4 of 5. Barrios has thrown 21 and 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings. I think that tells the story what may go down in this game, and just don't sleep. Nobody's sleeping on Barrios at this point, are they? I mean, it doesn't seem fluke. It doesn't seem like a fluke. All right. MS track North South says that's it for Barrios. I mean, he can only get. I mean, he is at a. I mean, look, Barrios has had a interesting career. Uh, Maybe he's at his peak. Maybe it's just a blip. All right. And we'll take the what did I say we're doing? We're taking the first five under Barrios to keep it rolling. 21 and 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings right now, but nonetheless, North South appreciate having you. Okay. Um, hey, you want to talk about this one with the Astros and the Cubs? I know. Look, you got Verlander here going up against Assad, but Verlander, 78 pitches in that first start, gave up 2 runs in 6 innings. We know Houston's struggling big time right now, losing 18 of 25 so far. They're just 3-9 so far on the road. They've gone under in 8 straight games. The Cubs have gone under in 10 of their last 14, but I think that we can get over in this game. Assad's numbers are stellar as well so far, but uh, let's see, is it 7.5 over? Or is it 8 now? I think the fact that it is okay, 7.5 over 20 at Bovada. So I have it actually kind of high. I'll leave the 8 under up there. I'm taking the over in this game. The numbers might indicate here. Uh, I don't have the trends maybe necessarily to back this one. I'm going to go under or over, saying that maybe we get to a situation where this one ends up in the 4-4 range. I don't know how deep we'll see Verlander go. Let's see here. Nicholas he's got some action here. All right. I feel pretty contrarian actually in this one. I think the Cubs are probably going to get some love from cappers still, especially if they're going to be a dog against this struggling team right now. Brent's talking about it. Why not roll with the Cubs again? You go to the Thomas Lewis plus minus factor that he loves. I mean, you have the Astros down 16 units already this season, and you have the Cubs up nearly 7 units so far this season. So we'll see. Verlander, they won his first start. So, all right. Keep it going. Let's get this show over with. Get you on to your favorite shows. Making picks here on a Thursday. Well, we didn't. I didn't cover PGA this week, but I'll tell you what. I might have a live golf pick here by tomorrow if I can get it on in the early on the show. At least live as a regular tournament, right? The PGA plays some, a best ball, I think, or a team format this week that frankly I'm not too interested. It is important to those players, certainly those, especially those who need certain achievements on the tour to get to points and things like that, but probably will not captivate my attention. Okay. Here, Mariners and Rangers. We're looking. Hey, is it a day game? Is it getaway day? I've got the under here. Guys, with the Mariners and the Rangers, not to make light of it. You do have Luis Castillo. 4.4 ERA. We're not getting Luis Castillo, or maybe we are getting, the Luis Castillo we expect here, as he hasn't kind of gotten things going again. I mean, they're 1-4 with Castillo. The Rangers are 0-4 though with Haney, but I still think it goes under here with Haney, the left-hander. I know that Texas is going to get some attention here. I've already seen some of the talking heads talking up the Rangers here a little bit as a home dog at even money or so. I'm not sure right now about the side. I'm looking into it though. I'm going to take under here in this one, under 9. Let me see. It might even be 8.5 by now, right? 8.5 over 20 at Circa, 8.5 over 20 at some other Vegas books. Offshore though, looks like 9 unders, and also it looks like also the major U.S. books also are mostly 9 under. Two Cubs, nothing to trust with Haney here in a 6.35 ERA uh, right now. So he hasn't gotten it going just yet as he tries to, find another spot for him. Here's the other thing you talk about. This is like the battle for first place in the AL West right now with 12-12 Seattle and 13-12 Texas, and the other three teams are several lengths back talking about horse racing. So, all right, Castillo, though, last two starts pretty good, right? Looked pretty good in his last two starts. And Haney, though, certainly getting beat up here, as I said. Uh, Seattle, 18-5, uh, 18 unders in 23 games so far this season. So look how many teams have these significant under trends. And certainly these two teams, playing a little bit to the under, especially the Mariners right now. Okay, I've got the under as my play on getaway day. Hey, I might keep doing the same thing, but I really am just trying to give the best winners out here in this one. And man, how about this one with my Padres? Doesn't feel like the best situation for them, quite frankly. Here today, I already talked about. Did I mention that there was some steam that rolled in here on the Padres game as we were on the air on the total over here? But I don't know if I trust it necessarily in this one. Um, I kind of wanted to go under. I mean, I know we got Dakota Hudson. That can't be a great situation, for the Rockies in this game. He's got a 5.06 ERA, and for the Padres, Vasquez, certainly not an answer or a solution at this point with Randy Vasquez here. Probably is more of a AAA pitcher at this point, but Padres have some rotation depth issues as well here that kind of make them susceptible. Oh, the Rockies are the ones that got steamed here on the show. So maybe it's not the best day for the Padres. I'll still take the under here, but man, I might be fading my Padres today, quite frankly. Looks like North South is on the Rockies money line. So just doesn't. I think people are going to gravitate maybe to the Padres because the price looks so attractive, but Rockies money line here. Oh, North South. Okay. We keep going, get this show through here. We're just about done with this one with the Dodgers going on the road to take on the Nationals. Boy, look at that total, what it says on the screen. It's already like 7.5 over at some books already. This one totally getting slammed to the under. So why does Ramon take so many unders? I don't know, but look at all these games just getting clobbered to the under already. Ones that I've sent out saying take the under in some of these games here. Look, I think the Dodgers. Mackenzie Gore's finally starting to look the part of a major league pitcher. See what lineup the Dodgers are throwing out there. I'll still go with the Dodgers. I can't recommend the run line without seeing the lineups here on the show. I guess I can do whatever I want and lay $2. Hello to Howard. Darren's going under in that Rockies game. I got a little fast here in this one, but you just got to see what the Dodgers are up to. Oh, we got some news here. Let's see how it is. Let's see what it is. All right. Okay. Thought we'd get some players sitting, but this news is a positive one. It's for the Reds. Jonathan India will be in the lineup, it looks like, today. He actually had an illness, so we'll see. I was hoping to get maybe some lineups in before we get off the air here, but again, I would like to see the Dodger lineup. I'll just lay the Dodgers here. Guess I could go on the run line, but don't like the I don't think I like the Nationals today. Look, the Dodgers have been a money burner. I get it, and the Nationals have been a darling, quite frankly. But if this one's going to be a low-scoring game, then Gore's going to have a decent chance here to have a good outing. But it feels like with Yamamoto, we've been expecting, a more, we've been expecting more from Yamamoto, right? I mean, well, if it was the way the Dodgers are paying him, and well, he's been bet here today, no doubt about it. So far, I mean, let's see. I have $2 on the screen. It is maybe reasonably 190 or 180 now at some books, but again, this thing continues to get hit lower. Like, Gore could come out, have another decent performance. Gore, like I said, this is maybe as positive a thing as we've seen Gore. I mean, I followed his career pretty closely, and good for him, good for Washington, and what's been going on. I know they've got only 10 wins, but they've had some good, some decent games here. Yamamoto, 4.5 ERA, but looked a little bit better in his last four starts. Remember, he was beat pretty good in that first one. So Dodgers have won three straight. You guys are kind of favoring the Nationals here. Keep that money rolling. I hope you're right. I mean, of course, I'm not a big Dodger fan here, but to me today seems like the way this total keeps dropping, I'm expecting a pitcher's duel for sure. I'm totally respecting the move. I'm not crossing this move. I don't think the Dodgers are going to go out there and slug away. I think this move is serious when you see these moves. And I expect a pitcher's duel today, and maybe Yamamoto, maybe the Dodgers end up getting a. I don't know if they can get a run line win, but I think they'll win. So I'll just take the Dodgers. That's all I can do. I can lay $2 on a free pick show. All right, Athletics. I don't know if I don't know if I'll lay 265. All right, Nestor Cortez here going up against Alex Wood, and talked about this one last night with Tony, and I thought that this one to me kind of shapes up as one we would see some runs. Wood has a 7.89 earned run average so far. I said beginning of the season, look, if the A's have to truck some guy out there, I guess they could do worse than Alex Wood. Well, maybe they can't. Nestor has a 3.41 ERA in 5 starts. The Yankees have lost 3 of his 5 starts. And, well, the A's, you know what? They got the run line yesterday. I'm going to take them to get the run line today and think they hang in their final score here. Probably I'll go with 5-4. Probably be 4-3 again. I'm going to need it to be 5-4 if I'm going to get that total to go over, like I said with Tony last night, going over 8, and kind of gave my reasons why. I mean, Wood's gone over in 4 of his 5 games, and the A's have gone over in 5 of their last 7. Yankees are totally going under right now, but they did bash a bunch of home runs last night from all the stars. So you'd think against Wood they could do so again. I just give the A's a chance, the Yankees not to. This is a night game, so I don't know if I could, put any of my day game philosophies here on this one, but I'll just grab the run line here with the A's. I like what they've been doing, despite having just 9 wins. They continue to look competitive in some of the games. All right. Fernando first 5 A's, Brent leaning. No one's going to take him, but I will here on the show because it's just going to be in a YouTube server forever and ever, that one game back on April 25th, 2024. We didn't even mention 4/24/24 yesterday. All right, that's it for the show. Thanks, everybody. I think, right, we don't have any other crazy sports to talk about. That NFL draft. Thank you for joining me here. Hopefully, we get some winners. Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Grab my premium pick package, which includes my 2 NBA plays, my 1 NHL play, and 2 games from baseball. I might come with a 7-pack, which will include these 5 games and 2 more, because I do have one other baseball game in there, and also contemplate. I got one other hockey and one other NBA game I'm looking at for that other premium. Needed to qualify though, otherwise we'll just roll with the 6 and not going to force anything. I have standards. believe it or not. All right. Thanks for joining me here on the Morning Steam. We'll catch you again tomorrow for Friday here at Tony'sPicks.com. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel, Tony's Picks, here on YouTube, and use that promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine. Any of them, though, it goes on any of the packages. Short-term, long-term, single game, it doesn't matter. Use that promo code every time and get that promo. That's how you support me. So I know, nobody buys picks. These guys are, these people that lie about their records on Twitter. We document all our picks here. You see when I'm on a roll, when I'm not. For some reason, I lost at the end of the season in the NBA when you couldn't figure out the lineups. And, maybe as a pro handicapper, those are the games I'm supposed to figure out, but I didn't. And now we're back in the playoffs, and all of a sudden I'm on another heater, or a winning streak. Let's just call it like it is. A little winning streak here since the weekend started, since the playoffs started. So we'll keep it rolling, and that's how you support me over at Tony'sPicks.com. You grab my picks, maybe a 3-day or a 7-day. Spend a honey with me, and you get my picks for the week. Rolling with me, and I give little descriptions, like 4 sentences of information in there as well, so you're not left all hanging just with the picks. All right, appreciate you guys. Catch you tomorrow, Tony'sPicks.com.
Can it be showing up with Tony T? Yes, Ramon SEO. To the double T, be fuddling these bookies like 1, 2, 3. They tapping out and we cashing out. It's plain to see. The morning steam is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game is sort of a freight train. It's been reported bank rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and listen